Hey everyone, Brian Cannon here once again for another edition of OVWmania on Triple Threat Talk for episode 112. First thing I'm going to start out talking about this week is the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. Every year they put out a PWI 500, the top 500 wrestlers in the world. It's their own rankings, and many of OVW superstars found their way onto the list this year. Um, some of the current ones include Paradise at 441, Rudy Switchblade at 329, Johnny Spade at 314, Chris Silvio at 306, Flash Flanagan at 264, Jesse Goddard at 228, Rockstar Spud at 212, Jay Bradley at 185, Rob Terry at 158, and unless I missed anybody, the top OVW superstar on the list coming in at number 142 was the current OVW heavyweight champion, Jamin Olivencia. And it was a big jump from last year because last year he only came in at 454. So he raised over 300 spots this year. He's been having a fantastic year. He's one of those guys that, I've been saying for a while, WWE, TNA, somebody needs to pick this guy up. Even though we've been seeing him down here in OVW, I think he's got just an incredible. He's just an incredible talent, has an incredible work ethic, and I think he could be a top star in one of these companies. Just look, he might not be the tallest or biggest guy, but just look at Daniel Bryan right now in WWE and the major push he's getting and all the fan support that he's getting. I think Jamin could be a guy like that if given the chance, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. The next thing on the agenda is to talk about last week's episode, which was taped on Wednesday, July 14th. It was number 730, and of course is available for viewing on blip.tv and ovwrestling.com. And of course, you can view it locally here in Louisville on Ion TV, WBNA 21, only the local Louisville affiliate. But the show started off. Randy Royal found out he was suspended for his actions the previous week after attacking Tony Gunn with a steel chair. The first match of the evening, Flash Flanagan was able to successfully defend the TV title against Rudy Switchblade thanks to help from the Marauders. After the match, the Marauders said they're still looking for more recruits. Nick Dumeyer answered the call and said that he wanted to be a part of the Marauders, that he could help them win and they could help him win too. And they ended up beating him up. They said they're still looking, and Muhammad Ali Vaez and Michael Hayes came out and they said they don't want to join them, they just want to beat them up because they cost them their chance at the Nightmare Cup last week. And the VIP club came out also, and they actually agreed with Ali and Hayes and said, look, you cost us too. So referee Chris Sharp actually ran out and said he got word from the back that they were going to have a three-way tag as the main event, and the winners would advance in the Nightmare Cup. In the back, we see that the body guy is offering 4M Mr. Marvelous Melvin Maximus an opportunity to team with him for the Nightmare Cup. But he said mainly what he wants is just for 4M to watch for the mysterious masked man that attacked him on his debut last week, which 4M agrees to help him out. After last week's birthday party, this week Jamin Olivencia decided that he was going to throw an appreciation party for Jay Bradley, which Jay came out and he was really untrusting of what Jamin was up to. Jamin first showed a pic on all the monitors, really goofy looking pic of Jay Bradley that said "look ugly," and Jay said that, hey, that's not my motto. My motto is win ugly. And Jimmy goes, oh, my fault. He goes, but look, I got you this nice pink tablecloth and a unicorn pinata because I know you like those things, which of course Jay didn't. And then finally he said, well, I know you're really going to like this one, and he got a broomstick, and it actually had a shoulder pad on the broomstick, which was pretty funny. And he brought out a couple girls. One of them was lovely Lala, and Lala whispered in his ear, no, it's a boomstick. And even Jay said, yeah, it's a boomstick. You should know that because I've hit you with it so many times. But Jamin apologized and said, oh, it's my fault. He goes, bud, he goes, I know you're a big guy. You like sweets. And look, I've got these pies here. Which, of course, Jay Bradley got pied last week. So Jay grabs one, Jamin grabs one, and they chase each other around the announce table. And Lila ends up getting trapped behind Jay Bradley, and Jay ducks, and Jamin ends up hitting Lila in the face with a pie. But then Jamin gets Jay Bradley as well with a pie, and then hits him over the head with a pinata, and celebrates in the ring. Dean Hill was out next. He called out all the ladies of OVW and told them that over the next several weeks leading up to not the September, but the October SNS, so this will be going on for another 5 or 6 weeks until we get to October's SNS. They're going to be doing a Miss OVW contest. They're going to have a lot of different challenges. It said anything from a tug of war to a bikini contest could be involved. And the winner will be crowned Miss OVW. Which Trina said that that's fine and all, but she had business with Lady Tapa. All the ladies end up pushing and shoving after Taylor Hendricks grabs a mic and says that she knows she'll be Miss OVW. And in the end, Trina hits Lady Tapa with the DDT and sends a message to her that she's not afraid of her. As all this is going on, Jesse Goddard comes to the ring and says, Dean Hill, this is your last chance to forfeit the match tonight. I'm giving you a warning now that you don't want to fight me. But Dean Hill says, look, I'm coming back later tonight and I'm going to kick your butt. The next match was supposed to be Body Guy and 4M as the team against Lambda Lambda Lambda. And the Body Guy has Mr. Marvelous stand by the curtain to watch for the Assassin. The Assassin's music hits, but he comes out of the opposite curtain with the Body Guy and 4M's backs turned. He gets in the ring, takes out the Body Guy with a big clothesline once again. But 4M says, no, don't stop the match. He goes, I'll fight Lambda 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 in a handicap match. And the Baxters, Albert and Stefan, end up getting the victory. And it was a Nightmare Cup qualifying match, so they are actually advancing in the Nightmare Cup. Jesse is back out in his bunny suit. He keeps saying, Dean, you don't want to do this. You don't want to get up. You don't want to take your jacket off. You don't want to get in this ring, which, Dean Hill just calmly does all that. And as Dean takes off his jacket and hands it to the referee is putting his jacket out of the ring, Dean quickly low blows Jesse, and the referee turns around and sees Jesse down. Dean takes the pin, 1, 2, 3, and just like that, that match was over. So Dean Hill got some retribution on Jesse Goddard, and Jesse is still on this big losing streak and still must stay in the bunny suit until he can ever get a win. Then the main event of the evening was that three-way tag, which was also a Nightmare Cup qualifier. It was Michael Hayes and Muhammad Ali Vaez picking up a victory over both the Marauders and the VIP Club. And don't forget, as always, you can read more details as well as the dark match results. My top 20 that I put out every week and any other breaking news. Right now, by the time you read this, I'll also have the story up on all of the OVW representatives. In this year's PWI 500, I've got the current stars, I've got some former stars that have been in OVW before, and then I've got a lot of alumni, everyone from this year's number 1, John Cena, to Randy Orton, Mr. Anderson, CM Punk, and so on and so forth that have been in OVW and are now they're alumni. They're either in WWE, TNA, even ROH. I know Cliff Compton is on the list as well. So you can check that out all at OVWmania.blogspot.com. I'm going to take a short break and I'll be right back.
Here we are. The world is ours. From the black to the ball. Rain is gone.
OVWmania would like to send happy birthdays this week to Pam Barnett. She takes the great pictures that you see on OVW's website. She has her own Facebook page. You can follow her there. Her birthday was on August 18th. Former Femme Fatale Epiphany's birthday on August 20th. And wrestling's rock star Ryan Howe. Happy birthday to him on August 23rd. Alright, don't forget that there's a few big events coming up in OVW. The next one is on Friday, August 23rd. It's called No Holds Barred. That's the night that Danny Davis, Rip Rogers, Trailer Park Trash are going to be coming out and talking about stories from their careers, anything from in the ring to backstage, outside the ring, road stories. Don't forget that it is only an 18 and over show because it could have some explicit language and content that they're talking about. So don't plan on taking the kids. Not a family event by any stretch, but it should be interesting. That's Friday, August 23rd. The next edition of Old School is on September 1st, and then the next SNS comes your way on September 7th. Don't forget that you can check out older episodes of either SNS or Old School on demand at OVWmlive.com or OVWrestling.com. They actually have a tab now that says on demand. Right now, you can go back and watch July's Saturday Night Special and the August edition of the premiere edition of Old School. Don't forget to follow my good friend and senior official of OVW, referee Chris Sharp, at Ref Chris Sharp. A lot of times he'll have results from the live events. Usually my reports are on the Wednesday night shows, the Saturday night specials. I did do one for Old School, even though it wasn't detailed. It was just I was there. I had the results for it, and occasionally I get out to the Derby Park shows as well. But some of the other ones, whether it's out in E-Town or if they go up, I know they go somewhere up towards Cincinnati. Those I usually don't get to, and he usually has the results for those. He also has the great podcast, his wrestling podcast that only kind of has to do with wrestling. They're usually about an hour long. He always has great guests on there. And we're talking about a guy that if they had a PWI referee 500, he should definitely be number one. And then a little bit of news coming out of the last Homecoming show. I believe Nick Dinsmore is heading down to Orlando. He's no longer going to be with OVW training. It sounds like he's going to be probably training at the new WWE Performance Center. If I had, I didn't make the Homecoming show, but I think that's what I heard from my sources at the arena last Sunday. So congratulations to Nick. He will be missed, of course, in OVW, but he'll be training more superstars of tomorrow. Just won't be around here. Matt Capitelli will actually be taking over the beginners program here, so it's not that the OVW trainees are not going to be in good hands anymore, because Matt Capitelli was a great wrestler. He had the brain tumor where he couldn't compete anymore, but he knows his way around the ring. He's a great guy, so I know that he'll be able to train the new superstars of tomorrow. And I think that's pretty much all we've got for tonight. So I'm going to send it back to the studio. Have a great day, and I will see you all again next week.